because I don't want to be in a secured area.
Okay, we're not going to continue the conversation. If you don't want to be upfront with what we're doing here, let me see if I can get somebody else that can help you.
Not secure.
It is a secure building, and so just so I can introduce myself, are you recording currently?
Of course, yeah.
Okay,
Always.
so I would like to
I
have you stop
always,
recording.
I never stop.
What are you doing here?
I don't answer those types of questions.
You don't answer those types of questions? Okay. Would you mind staying out of office? I guess I don't know what exactly happened, but they were saying that you went into some offices. Would you mind just staying out of those offices?
I would, yeah.
What's going on, Bay fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency. We are back at it once again, and for this video, we went to the CalPers headquarter building. If you don't know what CalPers is, it is a publicly owned retirement benefits plan for state workers in the state of California. We went ahead and went over there to do a public employee conduct check, as well as see how we go about getting other public information, and all in all, just to check out the design of the building. The building is a super cool building. We found some employees that didn't quite know what they were talking about. The regular security guards actually did fairly well. The main security guy didn't know what he was talking about, and neither did one of the ladies we were speaking to. Highway Patrol came, showed up, did a very good job, and I want to reiterate the thing that I've been saying. The fact that we've been seeing police do fairly good on my videos is due to all the hard work and the change that we have created through my videos, through your complaints, your calls, and things like that. And I've never told anybody to call and complain or anything like that, but I know that it happens because when the public gets mad and they see some foul behavior that they don't like, they redress their grievances with their government. It just is what it is. Years ago when we first started this, I would have been ripped away in handcuffs out of every one of these buildings with my rights violated. Now we're seeing police actually know our rights and do a good job in my area. Now this isn't just because police are good all of a sudden. Like I said, this is from our hard work, Bay fam. We are creating change. As always, these videos are unscripted and put out in chronological order as things happen. The only parts edited out are parts where I'm narrating to the camera and just walking around the building talking. And real quick, Bay fam, if you want to know when we're dropping videos, if you want to know when the next video will post, unfortunately, you will need to follow us on Facebook or Instagram. If you follow us on our Facebook or Instagram pages, you will get an update at least 24 hours before the next video drops. That's where we put out little teaser videos and give updates and let everybody know when the video drops. YouTube's just not the platform for that. I do have a community post, but I don't like posting every couple days, letting people know when a video drops. I do post on the community tab when a video drops because I know YouTube doesn't give the notifications a lot of the times. Anyway, subscribe, like, share. It's BAT, baby. Let's go.
Visitors must check in, so they have visitors. Cool. Oh man, it's hot out there. So, our differences are our strengths. That's interesting.
CalPers?
Come again?
Are you here for CalPers or?
Yeah, I'm here for CalPers, but I'm just looking around right now.
Oh, just looking around? Okay.
Yep, just gonna look around a little bit.
Are you recording?
Yeah, absolutely, yep. Always. We're always on, we're always live, baby. Well, let's see what this is. CalPers Lincoln Plaza.
Sir? Yeah.
What's up, man?
Well, it's not me. They were just wondering what you're videotaping.
A little bit of everything, actually.
Okay. Sheila and Terry should be. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, they're coming to talk to me. I was gonna get them walking through.
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Good. I'm Terry, Director of Security for the property.
Awesome.
Can I ask what you're recording?
Everything. Yep.
Okay.
You right this moment, and young man, what was your name?
I would like to not be recorded, actually.
Do you work here, or I'm just trying to get your name?
Okay.
I do work here.
Okay. And what was your name?
Go ahead, Tim.
Well, I mean, nobody's gonna address me until I have everybody's name, right? I need to know what you do here and your name. So.
I'm an operations manager here.
Okay. And what is your name? Sheila. Oh, second Sheila I've dealt with today. Interesting.
So curious to why you were recording inside.
Just like I said, recording. Yep.
Okay, we don't allow recording inside from a security standpoint. So,
Why is that?
Well, we are a secure building with few exceptions. I'm happy to get you in touch with public affairs if you want to record, and if they give permission, then we're okay.
It's a secure building?
Okay, I see where we're going to go. We're going to
Well, I'm asking questions. You're saying it's a secured building. I walked right in. And
To this
it's all
part.
Open, which is open, right?
Okay.
This isn't secured, is it?
Okay. That's fine. I mean,
That's what I'm asking. Is this part secured? Because I don't want to be in a secured
we're-
area.
Okay, we're not going to continue the conversation. If you don't want to be upfront with what we're doing here, let me see if I can get somebody else that can help you.
Okay.
okay.
I don't need help. Just, I mean,
Okay.
you can tell me if I'm in a secured area. And
Okay,
and that's
we're
that.
done with the conversation.
So not a secured area.
I understand what
Okay.
you're saying.
Not a secured area. Gotcha. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure you're going to post this somewhere. So
Okay. So are we in a secured area?
we're
or
not going to have, well, I'm not going to continue. I'm not having a bantering here. You don't want to have a discussion. You want to record me and look for gotcha stuff.
Well, I'm recording, but
So,
you're saying it's
have a
a
nice-
secured building, so I'm trying to
I will
find
get
out if
help.
I'm
Let
in
me
a
see if I
secured
can get
area.
somebody to help
I
you.
think that's a legitimate question. Am I in a secured area? But you don't want to answer because you know I'm not, and you know you're wrong. So this guy, for being head of security, doesn't seem to understand much. This also is not a secured area. This is, there's security cameras in this office right here, and he's just clearly wrong. But he doesn't want to have the conversation because I'm pointing at the direction that, hey, sorry, you're wrong, right? Like, I mean, that was pretty clear. You know, it showed it, and so that's what his thing was. So, yeah, you guys crazy. Is there business cards in this office?
You know what, man?
That's all I need for this one.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that they can give you one. But, if not, I know that there's some over there at the East Info.
East Info? Where is that exactly?
Right here, but you can access later when she comes back up. She might be able to give you a call. But I know that there's some cards at the new when you first come in. The security right there.
That shit
at the
hurts.
desk. Yeah.
I heard one of my boys bleeding down on his foot and his toes.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I heard it hurts so
I
bad.
could never do that.
I got some like in this area and in my back too,
Yeah.
and that hurts like in your armpit area. It's bad. Okay, I just need to get a. So you said the security. I'm sorry, the security on the other building.
No, right here to the right.
Oh, he'll have probably a business card. Okay, cool. Okay, just get a little bit of the info, the public info, and then I can be up out of here. I don't need much, but I do need these QR codes. I can't find a card. Let me keep these people off the camera. There was no business cards here at all. Do you guys have business cards, my guy? No? Do you know where I'd be able to grab one?
You know, if you have a seat, I'll talk to my manager, and then they'll talk to you.
Cool. Okay, so I'm assuming he probably doesn't have a business card either. None of you guys get contacts like business cards? Right. It's expensive and yeah, got you. Okay, cool. All right, so I cannot get what I'm looking for in this office, but I will grab one of these. These are for us. These are for us, right? We can grab these ones. Same one that's there. Okay, cool. Awesomeness. Let's get that
Hello,
QR
sir.
code there. 1 second, ma'am. I do hear you. Hi.
Absolutely. Do
how
you
are
mind if we step in the hallway so we can have a conversation?
In 1 minute, yeah, I just got to get a couple more shots in here and see what else there is to grab, and then I don't mind speaking with you if you
Okay,
like.
I'm going to ask you to suspend your video in here. We have members who are sharing confidential personal data and medical information. So to protect their information security, I'm going to ask that you do not record in here. If you want to stay in here, that's fine.
So
But
it is a
gonna-
public area, yeah, right?
It's a lobby area. So
Right,
if you'd
public
like to
lobby
go
area.
to any of our general areas, you're more than welcome to do that, but I'm going to ask that you do not record in this area.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to get at. This is you said this is a lobby, it's a public lobby area, because obviously you said I could stay in here, but you just don't want me to record. That's what I was trying to ask the guy earlier, who
Yeah.
must have went and got you, because he said
Yes.
this is a secure building. I'm like, really? I walked right in, it's not secure.
It is a secure building, and so just so I can introduce myself, are you recording currently?
Of course, yeah,
Okay,
always.
so I would like to
I
have you stop
always,
recording.
I never stop. I
Okay,
gotta keep it rolling.
okay,
So
well then,
must-
I am going to ask you to leave this area. We can certainly have a conversation in the hallway, but if you're recording,
Well, you just said this is an open public area.
no, I did not. I said that this is our reception area.
Right, which is open to the public, is that correct?
It's open to our members. Are you a CalPers member?
What is it, does the door say that or anything else
It
anywhere?
does not. So I would
So-
love to have this conversation with you, but my main intention is to protect the security.
So this guy just took a picture, and I just want him to know he made a public record, and he needs to keep it, okay?
Okay.
right,
You
'cause
can
I'm
have
gonna-
that
I'm gonna
conversation-
request that.
You can have that conversation with him. I don't know who that is.
Okay, yeah, I can do that, once I leave here, but for now, I have a few more shots to take, and, I'm being really careful to stay away from people for their information, but as we both know, I was able to simply walk in here, which makes this a public area, it's open to the public, and you guys are a public entity, you're funded by tax dollars and employee contributions, and it says so right on your website, that you guys are open to the public.
I absolutely
So
agree,
if
but
I'm
that does
open to
not
the
say
public, I can
anything about
record.
recording.
Yeah, it's the First Amendment. Yeah, it's just the Constitution. It's real
I
simple.
get it. I love watching all of the videos on YouTube about the public audits, right? I'm right there with you. But again, we are talking about confidential, private information in this area. If you would like to sit here, I have absolutely no problem with that.
Because it's public.
No. No, I'm not saying that.
It is, it is.
So
I
what I
already know.
am saying, though, is that my main duty is to protect the information of our over 2.5 million members.
Gotcha.
And so to do that successfully, I'm going to ask you to stop recording.
So, I mean, you said you've seen videos like this. I could have a million things to come back and tell you.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm just going to make it very short. I'm going to record in here. When I'm done, I'll leave. I don't plan on being in this office in particular very long. And I have every right to record in here. And that's pretty much that.
I'm not going to
So-
dispute your rights with you here, especially while you're recording. It has been brought to my attention that you've been here before and encountered the same feedback with my security team.
That's not true. I've
Okay.
never been here. Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong person.
Okay,
Yep.
so again, if I could please officially ask you to not record while you're here.
But I'm gonna record.
Okay,
Like, that's
that is your choice.
It's
Thank
not
you.
gonna be a change in that, so. The security guard, young gentleman here, was also very nice and respectful, so we had a great conversation. I'm gonna pass right by you, big dog. That's all I needed, man. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Yep. Take care. Make sure I don't bump you with that. How you doing, sir? Do you work here?
Good, I do.
So you took a picture, video of me earlier. I'm going to request that. It's a public record.
Okay.
So make sure you don't. I'm giving you right now what's called a litigation hold. Make sure you don't erase it. If you do destroy it somehow, public records, it's a misdemeanor. So
Okay.
just letting you know.
Sure.
Awesomeness. What was your name?
My name is Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Camera Guy. That's anonymous.
Camera Guy Anonymous? Okay.
Yep. Thank you. All right.
So,
Are we getting some education here? I just want to hear the education. It's good.
I don't have anything further to discuss with you.
Oh, I'm not asking. I'm not asking for
Okay.
a discussion. I'm just trying to hear what you guys are saying. Oh, let me just stay posted here. Could be better lighting in this office.
Yeah, you can go back here.
All right. So we had a security guard say that he's like, "Oh, this is a secure building," and the lady tried to say this is a secure building. However, it's not a secure building. This is a building that's open to the public, and I've documented that very well while I push through, right? And I always do. You know, I document everything. I make sure I don't go in any secured areas or areas I'm not supposed to be. So we can just kind of check out the weeples up here. Check out our public servants not doing their job. Where's your head of security at? Where'd that guy go? Madam? The head of security? Where did he roll to?
I'm not exactly sure. Did you have any questions for him?
Yeah, I had a couple questions, but I'm sure I'll see him again.
Okay, you could feel free to ask me any of your questions. I'm
Well,
the
I'm just
assistant
wondering
chief
why-
over facilities, so he technically reports to me.
Got you. I'm just wondering why you guys wouldn't know. One, she doesn't understand she needs to identify herself to us. And then why would you guys not know that in a public area we can record all we want?
I
I'm
think
wondering.
this is excellent information to bring to our attention. So
And that's
thank
why
you.
I'm here. And that's why
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah,
Did you guys not know that? Or were you just trying to see if I would listen? Or
I will not give answers of what my team thinks. So you've given us an excellent topic to discuss at our next touch base meeting.
okay, well, hopefully they'll be educated.
Yeah.
And,
That's always the goal.
yep, because we will be around. Security seemed to know we could record. He was seemed to be pretty well educated. Let's see. Is this also a badge? Well, let's see. If it is, then we can't go anywhere. Yeah, it is. So you can't. See, you can hit 2 all you want, but you have to scan a badge. So they're, hey, what the fuck? Well, I'm going to go back down because somebody must have hit the elevator and brought me up here. But I think it's very clear, because I pushed 2, I would have stopped at 2. You need to scan a badge to get here. And it did not give me take me back down to 1, please. I did get stuck in the elevator, so it just brought me back up out of nowhere. But yeah, this one's clearly like a badge scanning elevator, so unless the elevator makes a mistake like it just did and brings you up, you can't go up there. So apparently they've called police, which is interesting. I didn't think that would happen.
Yeah. Okay.
CHP's on bikes.
Hey, sir. How's it going? Officer Brown with the Highway Patrol.
Cool.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Hey, so, what are you doing here?
I don't answer those types of questions.
You don't answer those types of questions? Okay. Would you mind staying out of, office? I guess, I don't know what exactly happened, but they were saying that you went into some offices.
Mhm.
Would you mind just staying out of those offices? There's
I would, yeah.
Okay, you don't mind staying?
No, I would mind, yeah.
Okay, well, so there's personal information being
Mhm.
discussed in there, and that's stuff that, can't be recorded and, posted elsewhere, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yep.
So that's the only thing that, they're just asking if you wouldn't mind just to stay out of those offices. You're allowed to be in all these public areas inside the building, okay?
Right.
that
And
cool?
the public offices.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if they're discussing, personal identifying information, you're not allowed to be in there.
Oh, that's not true.
Okay, sir.
What law would that be, sir?
I'm not sure. But
Can you admit you're wrong?
I'm not wrong, sir.
You are. I can go.
Okay.
Watch. Come on. Let's go back. Let's go in that office. I'll show you where I was at. Come on. Come on. I'll show you.
Sir, have you talked to other CHP officers before around here?
I always like to give these guys a good, they say, well, you can't be here and you can't be there. And these are all public open. And this is one of the public open. So I always like to give them a good education when they say you can't do something. I always do it just to show them that we can. See? So
Okay, and you're
we
sir.
got to show that, it's important, right, to show this. So, boom. So, yeah, this is the office that I was in.
Oh, okay.
I can clearly be in here, right?
So yes, sir.
If there's information being shared.
So I did exactly like I said. I didn't know exactly where.
That's why I said, come on.
Yeah.
Let's
no,
go,
I appreciate
let's go down to
you
it.
bringing me down here. That's what I was going to ask next. So.
Yeah, no, it's an open public office. I don't go in restricted areas.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought it was. Is that it was a restricted area. Sometimes we'll get people that are in badged in areas or whatever where they catch the door before it shuts or
yeah.
go up the elevator. So
I will go in areas. Say for instance, this area they decide, we're gonna lock it now, even though it's open to the public. Right?
Yeah.
and they let somebody else in and try not to let me in, I will come back in here at that point because it's an open public area.
Yeah, no,
just because they don't
agreed.
want me here doesn't mean I can't be here.
Yeah.
So this is the office I was in,
Okay.
and she was trying to tell me I couldn't record, which is absolutely false.
Got it.
She even lightweight said she knew that, but still
okay.
threw a fit. So,
Yeah, no, sorry. Like I said, I thought you were in like, behind here is someone's private locked out or like
and
office
now,
that they have.
what
so.
I do is all the people that are here just doing their business,
Mm-hmm.
I always do two things: keep them off my camera,
Okay.
and I don't listen or get any of their information.
Okay, cool.
And
That
I'm
was
just not that I have to, but I'm just respectful like that.
Yes, sir.
Like her, I'll make sure she's off. These people here, I
Yeah.
make sure they're off.
okay.
Any
Just
of the
like
workers,
any of their
it's all
like
free
any of
game.
their identifying information or stuff like personal
Yeah,
stuff
I
isn't
just
going to be
don't get
shared
it
on
because
here.
I don't feel like it's ethical. You know what I mean? It's not
Good deal.
cool, right?
What was your
So-
name, sir? I'm Zach.
Jay.
Jay, nice to meet you, Jay.
Likewise.
Yeah. Have you been doing this for a while or?
No, this is my first day, man.
Oh no way.
Yep, I've never done it before, and
Okay.
so I just thought I'd test my luck with you
CalPers,
guys.
yeah. Sounds good, man. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't here to kick you out. Yeah, unless you were in like a restricted area. Or, like,
For sure, and
you know.
you'd have every right to at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Awesomeness. So I'll just catch the education for this young lady, and I'll be great.
And like it is open to the public in here.
Yes.
So technically, he can be in here as long as he's like not going into any of the going into the where like I'd say I guess
Office
where the
space.
tellers are, the office space.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
I know it can be a little uncomfortable, but he's just
No,
doing everything.
completely get it. Just
Okay.
to clarify, this would be the only open area
Okay.
that we have
Yeah.
in this building, other than the parking garages and then the exterior of the building as well. Everything
good.
else is badge accessible and locked.
Well, then I shouldn't be able to get in there.
Yeah.
Exactly, right. But we are concerned about people piggybacking off of somebody who maybe has badged in, right?
No, I
So
don't.
we
I
would-
don't break laws. That's
Okay.
that's breaking the law. It's trespassing. I don't do that.
Okay,
Cool. Yeah,
perfect.
explain that to Jay. So
Okay.
awesome, Jay. Thank you very much,
Yep.
sir.
Thank you guys.
Have a good afternoon.
Awesomeness. Yep. You too. I will come file a public records request. I want to get his pictures and video that he was taking. So I'll do that here in a minute. I am gonna just go peek around, see what else I can see, where I can see it at.
Okay.
And then who do I contact for the public records request so I can get his info? I already given him a litigation hold, did it verbally, so he understands that he needs to keep those videos and pictures on his phone.
There is information on our public-facing website about PRA requests, so I would follow
but
that
who-
instruction.
Who do I do it here in person? Because we have a right to do it written or verbal, which means I can come here and do it.
Let me find out for you.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you some time to do that. I'll snoop around and then I will request my records and then most likely
Absolutely.
be on my way at that point.
You
It's getting a
understand
little
my
late.
concern about your verbiage of snooping around.
I mean, you can be concerned, but that's what journalists do. We snoop around.
Okay.
You know, so and you should be under public scrutiny as well as these gentlemen and everybody else that works there. So.
Like we've said, this is a public area, so yes, I would just ask again that you refrain from trying to enter any non-public area.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've already made it clear I don't break laws. so.
Okay, so the entry into the elevator, so our elevators are locked down and badge accessible only.
That's not true because I can push the button and it opens.
Yes, but you cannot go up to any of our floors
True.
unless you're
and
with someone
and it
else.
took me up there and then I made it bring me back down. But I
Yes.
can go into the elevator if I feel like it.
Okay,
So
All right.
anywhere that we can access without having to badge in, we have access to.
okay.
So.
Our
But yeah, I'm
elevators
not gonna
are
try to
badge
go-
controlled to go on to
I
other
saw,
floors.
and I didn't know, so of course I have to look, right? And once I
Yes.
hit 2 and I'm like, it's not going to 2 and I see the badge thing.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get these people off the camera.
Oh, right on. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Oh, very cool.
So, but yeah, anyways, thank you very much. I
Okay,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Okay, so got these areas. CHP was here quick on their bikes. That's interesting. Do you guys patrol just this general area, or were you?
We were actually,
You weren't far.
no, we were actually in the area doing some other checks. There's a lot of state rooms here in downtown Stack, so.
Mm-hmm.
He has been, yeah, he's getting old.
Yeah, I just left R Street right over there on 400, right across the street. Yeah, they did horribly. It was so bad. And your partners, I forget their names, but they came and told them, let them in and leave them alone. Like, what's wrong with you guys?
Well, yeah, that's not how it works. Well, I'm Officer Miller, so.
Cool.
I don't know if you shake hands.
Good to meet
but
you. I have no problem with it
Cool.
if everybody's nice and respectful. Appreciate. Good to meet you.
Right
What was
on,
your badge number, Miller?
20831.
20831.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for being professional. I'm gonna go mosey on around a little bit.
Sounds good.
Gotta get about to get the head of Security here. Mr. Head of Security, can we get an apology, or do you have any comment about being wrong about this being a secure building, sir? Can we get comment on your actions and calling the police and stuff? No public comment? I'm sure the public would like to see you say sorry. He doesn't care. The public would love to see him say sorry, and he does not. He just shrugged like, yeah, whatever. I called the cops on you and tried to have them do something to you, but here goes that young lady. What was your name, bud? You work here?
You don't need my name.
I do. You work here. It's public information. It's public record. So I'm
not
curious.
a public employee.
You don't?
I'm a contractor.
You don't work here? Okay. So you don't work for CalPers, is what you're saying?
No.
Okay, cool. Awesome. You're right. I don't need to know your name then. I appreciate you, man. Try to smile. It'll help you. Nah, I know. For some reason, I just love recording people like that. Oh, boy. There goes Mr. Head of Security, who was wrong and called the police on me for no reason. And, you know, we're just going to kind of mosey on around and see what we can see and where we can see it. It was a big facility, so I just wanted to check it out. And I actually didn't think that they would call the police like that, but he did. And come on, man, let us get a comment. He should say sorry is what he should say. So here's a store. I wonder, this is a sundry shop open to the public. So this is a store open to the public. It's probably privately owned. I think for the most part I've seen everything I need to see down here.
Do you have any other questions I might be able to answer for you?
Nah, man.
Cool, man.
I got it all covered.
Right on.
I appreciate it.
Well, there's plenty of... I totally understand what you're doing. You have a right to do it. And...
Don't say nothing you can't say.
Oh, well,
it's needed, right?
You have constitutional rights. You know, there is a right to privacy, right? I think that we could both agree with that. And it sounded like you said yourself, I'm not going to do anything unethical, right? If someone's discussing social security numbers, based off your demeanor, you're not going to, stick the camera up and over and eavesdrop in on their conversation, right? No one would want that. And that's just public decency, but a lot of people get a little uncomfortable. People get uncomfortable in front of cameras. I'm used to it. We get it all the time.
Yeah, you guys.
Right?
Yeah, no, I get it. And, even though I could, those people in that office, I could stand right next to them while they're talking about their information, because it's not illegal for me to record their information. It's what I do with it after, right? If I go commit fraud and try to create credit cards in their name or whatever.
Which is, and that's what everyone's concerned about, and because they don't know you, right? And that's where we tell... buildings like this is if you're going to be discussing information like that, you might want to have a little bit more secure area, or it needs to be denoted, right?
Or have them just write it down. Because I could be in the next window over 100%. And listening to everything. I always try to point that out. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right,
you know what though?
Right.
And maybe kind of a, for lack of a better term, a backwards sort of way. Maybe you just improve their security.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and that's why I always say it's
actually
it's education, not confrontation. You know what I mean? So now they can't just go start closing public areas, right? And a lot of times they do that. I'll come back the next day or a week later, a month later, and they'll have signs up, you can't go anywhere. And I'm like, these are all public. And so I purposely go cross those signs just to show them you can be in these areas. You guys don't get to close these areas because you didn't like me here. So hopefully they do it the right way, and we'll just test, retest until they do a good job.
And I advise them too. I said, and just make sure whatever decision you make, you check with your legal department, right?
Right.
So, so
awesomeness.
That's it. If you don't have any other questions, I don't have all the answers, but I just wanted to make sure before we took off that if there was anything else I could answer for you.
No, I got them all. I got all the answers. Cool. I know this stuff like the back of my hand. It's definitely not my first time doing it.
Gotcha.
Like I said earlier. I just say that. I like to mess around.
Do you, I know you probably don't answer a lot of questions, and that's fine with that. Do you focus on NorCal or some people travel all over the state? I'm just curious.
All over the state?
All over the
states?
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Which other states have you covered, if you don't mind me asking?
Man, Oregon, Washington, Nevada.
Oh, that's a big trip.
Everywhere, yeah. Anywhere and everywhere, man, because our rights are the same everywhere, and unfortunately they're getting trampled on in a lot of places. So, but it's important, you know, you guys took an oath, and I always tell cops this, you guys took an oath to the Constitution, not some bullshit laws they passed that tell you to violate the Constitution, right? And a lot of people are like, well, they said I have to, so I'm going to do it, and that's exactly what who said? The fucking Nazis. They said, kill Jews, I'm going to kill you, or else I'm going to get killed, right? And so people need to quit being concerned with their livelihood so much, start being concerned with our freedoms.
Hey, you got to do the right thing. Yeah, you got to do the right thing. You got to follow the laws that are there, right?
Now, I'm all for if somebody f***s with our country, let's blow them the f*** up, you know, because this is the best country in the world. But unfortunately, I just feel like we're losing some of our rights. So. Other than that, we're good, man.
You have a YouTube channel?
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble.
Is that
everywhere?
Sorry, is that gimbal thing super expensive, or I was just curious?
This one's like $450, $500. Like I can do anything and everything with this thing. I can turn it around.
So just by clicking it?
Yep, just by clicking the trigger.
Is it DJI?
DJI, yeah. I can like hold my trigger and it'll hold the space with me. Yeah, see, it'll hold the location. It follows me everywhere I go, up and down.
That Ronin the model number for it?
Yeah, so it's made by DJI, but Ronin is like it's a partner thing with them. Yeah. No, this thing's badass, dude. It's Bluetooth, and you can play with it. Go ahead. Mess with it.
You mind?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm not gonna break any of your stuff.
No, do your thing, man. I like when cops are interested in this shit. I'm always like, go ahead, man. I like
it. So it's got its own battery source power right there.
Yep. Has motors. It keeps everything smooth and stable. Or up and down. You can go upside down with it and like follow somebody if you want. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's legit, man.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
That's no joke either.
The Beast Cage?
Yeah.
That's for your iPhones. Yeah, they make these.
You can plug in power right there too.
Yep, power. You can put a plate over this and add lenses, so it actually will turn your iPhone into like a high quality camera.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what that red knob does on it, or?
Yep, that holds the plate in there to cover that lenses, so you can put it.
Got it.
I know. I
got some big ass lenses that are like this big for it. You know, I can zoom in.
Yeah.
I do like gear.
That's crazy.
You like gear.
I do like gear. I like seeing
you like
things.
that.
You like tech shit?
I do. I always like learning about it. So
have you seen the mountain bike motors DJI just came out with?
No. But
Yeah.
I've seen some of these bikes they got do like 50, 60 miles an hour.
I heard your voice.
Thanks for coming out again, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no, they're sick. I don't know a whole lot about them, but I was like, if DJI is making them, because they make the drones and everything too, right?
Yeah, I got some of their drones too.
Dude, those are it's so crazy how like smart those things are. When
dude, like you couldn't, if you put it on certain modes, it won't run into anything.
Yeah, that's
like I could have it follow me through all this stuff, and it would just follow me and hit nothing, and I wouldn't even have to control it.
Dude, that's so crazy.
It's crazy.
Man.
This actually has a piece where I can click it and then put it over it right here, like you see this section right there, and it has a camera on the front of it. So say I wanted to just set up a tripod and I wanted to be out here and talk, it would follow me everywhere I went.
No way.
Yeah, with AI.
Dude, that's
and it zooms in.
It's like
and
a little.
out for you.
It's a little camera. You don't even hold anything in your pocket.
Yep,
Dude, that's crazy.
Wow. And then we have the other digital like microphones that I carry. I always record other. This is a Sennheiser. I tried this one because I was tired of like it's being so close to me and not hearing everybody else. This one hears me less and hears everybody else more.
Okay, and that one just plugs into your phone? Or does that one have its own battery thing too? This microphone.
This has its own batteries and it plugs in my phone, so any audio
is it all like synced together?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it syncs together into the video.
Versus like you having to like
using my phone mic, so I get really good quality.
That's pretty.
Audio.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. It definitely makes my job a lot better and easier.
I bet.
But yeah, I always carry extra. I got like 4 audio recording devices on me because people do crazy shit.
Yeah, they're like
my camera, my phone, and shit breaks, and I need to be able to show.
Sure, people like, can you turn it off? And then you turn it off, or they're like, let me see the screen or whatever, right? And you want to see that the screen's like black or shut off or whatever.
Yeah. I had some security guard at the public defender's office a couple weeks ago. He didn't want to be on camera for some reason, and I wasn't even like focusing on him. I was walking down this hallway to leave, and he just rushed me and smacked my camera, broke. This is a new gimbal actually. Broke my other gimbal. This thing fell off. My mic fell off. And I picked the phone back up, and he ran away from me after he did it into the elevator, so I couldn't even really defend myself, right? So I grabbed my phone, and I picked it up as he was going down. I'm like, you're busted, bro. We got you on camera. And he was like, oh, yeah, and he rushed me again. And I was like, holy shit. So, yeah, I make sure I have other audio stuff on.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Like,
people are crazy.
I mean, so is there a screw that goes into your phone on that side on the gimbal mount, like from this? How's it? Okay.
Yeah, there's a screw. This has a bunch of 1020 screws. All over
I was like, I see these ones, and I was like, for a second I thought it was just this little plastic piece holding it on, and I was like, there's no way that.
No, it's this metal plate.
Okay,
right here. Yeah, and then there's this metal plate screws into the.
Got it.
And then like you can set this, like I can put big ass like Sony A7 IIIs or whatever on here with big old lenses.
No way, and
this will hold it. This will hold 12 pounds.
Dude,
and it'll keep it steady for you. And then it has all these crazy modes, and it's crazy. Man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the technology's back.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna go charge up, let you guys do your thing. Right, I'm pretty much done for the day, man. Thanks for being cool and knowing the laws and all that stuff, and letting me test you like I did.
For sure. Did I give you my name? I'm Officer Bryant.
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
you did.
Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, I always try to push a little bit. I don't want to push to like create a confrontation, but I do want to test, right? And that's why when you're like, you can't be in there, I'm like, oh yeah, I can. Come on, come with me. Let's go. Because I want to see if you know, right?
They said they were like, he was going into offices, and I was like, well, if you're going into private offices, like that's where you can't be, obviously. But
yeah, I always push, but you knew, you followed, you listened, and you're like, oh no, clearly you can be in here.
Capitol, you know, where you can go contact your congressman and woman. You know, you can walk up on those ones.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, and you said it yourself. I'm not going to go anywhere where a key card is. I mean, that's just common sense, and you know that. You're like, I'm not going to trespass.
Yeah, I'm not going to commit a crime, man.
Exactly.
I'm going to record myself committing crimes, right? But people do, though. People do all the time. Like,
well, yeah, they do sometimes. Like, oh,
yeah, dude. Yeah, we're not here to commit crimes. We're here to test and test our rights and hold people accountable and see how you're going to react. And you guys did awesome, man. Thank you. So did your partner. He came earlier to 400R. He pulled up, dude. They were perfect because they had locked me out of the building. Some lady cussed me out, told me I was some crazy idiot off the street, and they went in there, him and another bald dude, a bald, pure, straight bald-headed guy.
Maybe Sergeant Scott?
Maybe. And
Sergeant Scott.
They just went in and they're like, he can be here. He has every right. Open the doors. Let him in. He can be in any public area. And they walked out and told me, and they let me back in. But they kept doing messed up stuff. But hey, that's all good. I record it and we make changes, right?
There you go, Jay. Have a good day, bud.
Hey, you guys take care, man. Oh yeah, it's Jay. Yep, Jay. You guys want to check out the channel? It's Bay Area Transparency.
Bay Area Transparency?
Yeah, I'm one of the biggest in this area. I'm definitely the biggest in this area. And take care, guys.